Miss Sarah.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm great.
It's
Boy, what a
Monday.
weekend. What a weekend.
Did you have a good weekend?
I had the best weekend.
Good.
Just terrific.
Did you go on an Easter egg hunt?
No, I mean, at 23 and a half, she's finally a little too old for that. Unless they're plastic and they got money in them.
Yeah,
right?
money or jewelry.
Right, yeah. So we just had a great weekend and just spent it very slow and very leisurely.
We took Colin to an Easter egg hunt, but they had a petting zoo there. And every time I turned around, he escaped with his Easter basket. He'd dump the Easter basket somewhere and go pet the animals.
Good
I think he's
for
going to
him.
be
What
a
a nice
vet when he
idea.
grows up or
Yeah,
something.
Good.
Loves
Thank heavens he didn't
animals.
pick little things up and put them in the basket.
Well, yeah.
See, you know,
Count
kids.
your blessings.
Okay.
All right, well, we've got a recipe coming up for you today.
Oh.
It's a cake that'll
Yes.
make you go...
Oh, I love it when cakes
Who
do
are those
that.
people? Who invited them here? And also, Earth Day is Wednesday, and for the next 3 days, Carol has all kinds of recycling tips.
Yeah,
and I've
and
been talking to her, and they
I
are
boggled
great.
this. You know, I drove her crazy the other day, so Carol's legions were all over me, so you're doing the spot today.
Oh, you've been banished, have you?
I've been banished, yes. Banished to the kitchen.
Good ideas,
All right.
though.
Oh, good idea for me to be banished to the kitchen?
Yeah.
Oh. Also coming up, thousands of kids are on the White House lawn right now, and one of them is our intrepid Will, and we're going to check in for the Easter egg roll a little bit later on. But first, let's find out what's going on. Will?
I'm at the king of all Easter egg rolls. In just a little bit, I am going to compete in the Easter egg roll, but I have a secret weapon by a friend of mine. Thank you very much. I have a bigger egg than normal, but inside I've installed a check from the house bank, so the egg will bounce a lot more than the others. Back to you, Sarah.
Will, you are adorable. That is so funny. Well, I'm here with Carol Duvall, and we're going to celebrate Earth Day. Everybody celebrates it once a year, but we're hoping that by giving you a few tips and ideas, we can make it a year-long thing.
Well, I think it's like Mother's Day. It's too important to celebrate just once a year.
Absolutely.
Actually, there's nothing going to be terribly, you should pardon the pun, earth-shattering about what I have, but there are just so many easy little things we can do if we just change our thinking about it.
And I'm standing here in front of a bunch of what appears to me to be trash.
Yes, and not a lot of it either. I mean, for a family of 4, this would hardly, wouldn't even touch it. Just a couple of the plastic bottles and cereal boxes and Kleenex and stuff. But now, if you're a crafter, and of course crafters have been, reusing and recycling for ages, this is what the pile would end up looking like. This would be saved to use, and this would go in the trash.
Well, now, wait a minute,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Now, this is a coffee can.
Well,
don't we put toys and things in the coffee
Yes,
can,
you're
spray
right.
paint them and all
I've
that?
already used 4,700 of these, but if you have some that you toss out, that's the...
Okay, but smash it
The
down
main
is the
thing is,
point.
yes, you take out the top and the bottom. I mean, we did it to save the war. We can do it to save the environment. for
All
goodness
right.
sake. Now, if you're not into crafts, you are never going to glue anything to anything. You just want to get rid of the trash. At least if you'll just do that, flatten the cans and the boxes and everything, this is still that same whole bunch of stuff. So we have the 3 main R's, the reduce, the reuse, and the recycle. Well, if you will simply do this, you are certainly going to be reducing the use of the trash bags. You'll save a heck of a lot. And by the way, if it's the kids that take out the trash, have them do this and say, you're not going to have to take the trash out so often. If we only have little
Be your
things
own
like
trash
this.
masher.
Now,
Okay.
something I have never thought about, but I've had so many viewers write in and say that they save the plastic or the wax paper linings from cereal boxes and cookie boxes and things. So finally I thought, okay, I'll try it. Well, it's no problem. You take it out, you dump it out, and you flatten it out, and you've got it. And again, it's not only for sandwich bags and things like this. But
Look at this. It's just the right size for a sandwich
Right.
bag. And the point is that if you're going to use this, it's one less wax paper or plastic bag you're going to use later on.
You got it, Sarah. Exactly.
Maybe you could even use this a couple of days in a row if they'll remember to bring it home.
Very good, yes. So every time you recycle or reuse, you reduce the consumption, and that's what's important. Shoe boxes. Well, we know, of course, that, it is a cardinal sin to throw away a shoe box. We do not throw away shoe boxes. Now, you can use them as is for whatever, and also, of course, if you want to fix them up, you can cover them or paint them, but you're not using one of these. Now, I'll admit, I bought some of these, but how many of these shoe boxes and how much plastic we can save. Milk cartons, of course. I drink milk even when I don't want to drink milk because I love those milk cartons.
And you need to have your calcium. This is important.
And we have done so many things with milk cartons on this show.
Where did this come
It's
from?
my coffee.
This is a no CFC little
Oh yes,
Coffee
we're
cup
using
is
that
the word I was
now.
looking for.
Now, you do not have to be a crafter. These are not recycle. These are just reuse suggestions that we have. Now, all you need is a pair of scissors to cut off the top. So you can cut off your milk cartons, quart, half gallon, any. And here's one. You can do this, flatten this out, slice it along there, and then you have a whole bunch of these little things. Staple them together. Now, this I have shown on the air before, but it's worth repeating. Plus, there's so many different applications. This is right out of my dresser drawer.
Really?
Not gussied up or fancied, as you can see, milk cartons as they came, but this is where all the belts go. Smaller ones in the, the quart size, larger ones in the half-gallon size. Also, if you want to get fancy, you can, again, paint them, cover them with old unused wallpaper. And this is where that's the hosiery drawer. You can, and for the
Isn't that
panty, for the
great?
knee highs, just put a little divider in between like this. But in any kind of a desk drawer, the kids' drawers, the kids' underwear drawer. And if this doesn't fit in your drawer exactly, I cut up those foam trays, to use for drawer stuffers, so it'll be a snug fit in there. As I said, my house always looks like 12 teenagers had a house party there, but my dresser drawers and closets are very neat.
Very neat.
I'm a secret
Okay.
neat. Now, there's more. These cartons, the same thing like this, don't have to be flat. They can be like this. Tape them together in the back, staple them here, and look, I had 50 of these one time hanging on the wall. They make wonderful yarn bins. They're great little things to put the kids' toys in, all sorts of uses. And by the way, those terrifically awful plastic things like that can be used the same way, individually or together. Poke holes in them, put paper fasteners in, and you can do the same things that you do with those milk cartons. They also individually do this. We hope, of course, you're going to really recycle a lot of these things. The glass, the newspapers, and everything. And if you don't know, check your phone book. If Manistee, Michigan has a whole section on how, where, and what to recycle, I'm sure they have it in your town,
My
too.
gosh, really? That's wonderful.
And I have one last thing, an idea that just came in Friday. I didn't have an opportunity to get Margaret's picture, but Margaret Thuenville of Russell, Kansas sent us this absolutely darling idea, I think, for making gift bags.
This is so cute.
Those look like they could get commercial, don't they?
Absolutely. You'd buy these in a country shop or something,
And
wouldn't you?
She said they're great for giving cookies.
Okay, and one last thing is that these are card holders. You can just take, we've done all this. You just take the lids off of things, staple them together, or
With a
poke
paper
hole.
fastener.
Yeah, or you can get fancy and put a little button on them. And they hold cards for people who might have arthritis and can't hold the cards, or for kids.
And do it like this, cut it like that. You got a cake decorator. I don't think we're going to stop.
No, we're not. We're going to keep right on going. For laundry, your socks are here and you won't lose them. It says together forever. Thanks, Carol. Carol, tomorrow, makes a rug out of old bread wrappers. Next, things are humming in the kitchen.